Hello creative coders, welcome to our channel Creative Coding. I hope you all are doing great. So this is the third episode of our series CSS mini projects, and if you are new to this channel, don't forget to check out the first two episodes where we have created some amazing animations using HTML and CSS. So first things first, my name is Shikhar Bania. I am an educator, mentor and a web developer. I am on Instagram as CreoCodigo, where I post content related to web development daily. So don't forget to check that out. The link is in the description. And let's see what we're going to build today. Guys, so this is the animation that we are going to create today. So this is a card at the center of which there is a text, and at the background of which there is an amazing gradient effect moving. Okay, so as you can see, the color is changing as well as the background is changing. So in this we are going to learn how to create animations, how to use keyframes, how to show the gradient effects smoothly and beautifully. So without any further ado, let me first tell you what is Newton School. So Newton School is a platform which provides you a career in tech. It has courses specially designed for freshers, working professionals, and even women who don't have any knowledge in tech. Around 300 companies hire from Newton School, and Newton School is also providing a pay after placement policy under which you don't have to pay anything to Newton School until and unless you have a minimum of 5 lakh CTC. Sounds great, right? Newton School is also started an initiative called Launchpad, under which they are providing free courses for those who want to start their coding career from scratch. They are providing Java courses, Python courses, Node.js courses, SQL courses. You can learn from best instructors and hands-on experiences, and also you are getting a certificate of completion after completing some course, and they are giving this all for free. So don't forget to check that out. So hi guys, here we are in our code editor. So I have the structure ready of any HTML document. The first tag is always HTML. The second tag is head, where it contains the meta tags or meta information about your document or web page. I have given the title as gradient shadow animation. This is the name of our animation today. So let's start writing some HTML code. So basically it will be a single line. We just want a text. So div. Okay, so inside this I'm just writing the page name, the name of my page on Instagram. So close div. Okay, as you can see, we got this text on the output. Okay, so coming towards CSS, this is the root pseudo element root under which you can declare your variables and use it in your document, in CSS document. So I have created a BG background card. The card what we are going to create, the color of that card, the card's background, and the gradient, two gradient colors. Okay, so let's start. First let me target the HTML and the body tags, and inside this let's give a margin of 0 top and bottom, and for left and right auto. Okay, next I want to adjust the height. Let me hide this. Adjust the height, let's say 100%. Okay, so this is the basic default things that we set here. And next let's target the body tag. Okay, and inside this let's first display it as flex. Okay, now I want to center this text here, so that's why I'm displaying it as flex, then justify content as center, so it will come towards the center of it. Now I want to center it of a whole document. So I will use this align items property and make it center. So using just these 3 lines, you can center any div, you can center any element in your web page. Okay, provided you have to specify the height. Okay. Next, let's type the font family. It will be monospace. Okay. Also, I want to change the background. So background will be this color BG. So in order to use a variable in your CSS, you have to specify the variable function, and inside this you have to pass the variable name, that is BG. So the background got changed. Next, let's target this div. So div, since it's a tag, we don't use the selector. If suppose we specified a class in there, you have to write dot class name. Okay, since we are using a tag, we don't have to specify the selector. Okay, so first let's give it a position relative. Relative means position relative means it will adjust its position according relative to the window that you provide. Okay, now below this, let's give a width of, let's say, 30 view width. VW means view width. Okay, and let's give a height of 30 view height. VH means view height. So what these units are actually, this will adjust according to the window that you give to the element. Okay, so view width will adjust to according to this window, and view height will adjust according to this height. Okay, also I want a line height of, let's say, 30 view width. So as you can see, it got down. Let me remove that. Okay, so when I click on it, okay, let's see that later. Next, I want the text align to be center. So text align center. Okay, yes, let's change the color. I want the color of the card to be this 25 whatever it is. So variable what was that card? Okay, so it got changed. Next, I want let me show you another way. Let me change the color for now. Okay, let's change the font size 25 pixel. Okay, text transform will be uppercase. I want it to be bold, so font weight will be 700. Okay, let's change the background as variable card BG. As you can see, we got this card, right? Let me add another property, line height 30 view height. Okay, so it got centered of this card. Okay, okay, now let's give this card a border radius for circular border. So border radius will be, let's say, 50 pixel. Okay, that will be a little bit much, so 25 pixel. Okay, this looks great, right? Yes. Now I want to change the background, or no, I want to apply the animation. So I want it to have a text color animation. Okay, so animation is a property which asks you for animation name, its duration, and do you want, or if you want to, for infinite or linear, the type of animation. Okay, so this is the name of an animation. Now the duration, let's say 5 seconds, and the type of animation, I want for it infinite, to run the animation infinite. Okay, div and edit after of that div. Okay, so div after. So after is a pseudo element which allows you to edit something after your parent element. Okay, so like if I write here content and let's say hello, so it will add this hello after your content. Okay, this is your element, and it is adding that content after your element. Okay, so like this, let's add position absolute, so it will adjust its position relative to its parent class. Its parent class is this div and we have specified the position relative. So after this I don't want any content, so this will be 0. Okay, let's give it a width of 100%, a height of 100%, top will be 5 view width, I think. Let me remove that. 5 view width. Okay, I don't want any left margin, so 0. I don't want any right space, so this will also be 0. Okay, next let's add a background. This will be linear gradient. So linear gradient property asks you for 3 things. First is the direction of the linear gradient, second and third are the colors. Okay, so direction will be anything from top to bottom, from left to right, or a degree. Okay, so I will be specifying 270 degree. Next I want variable of gradient 1 and variable of gradient 2. Okay, so as you can see we got this gradient. Next I want it behind our card, so we have to specify z index as -1. It will go behind the card. Next let's give a filter value blur. Okay, and the blur value will be 5 view width. So as you can see it got blurred, right? So that is the use of filter blur value. Okay, next I want to transform it and scale a bit, let's say 0.75. so it will get scaled accordingly. Okay, since I passed 0.75 it got decreased. If I increase the value of scale, the size of that will increase. Okay, next I want it to have a margin 0 and auto. Okay, let's increase the background size as 200% and 200%. Okay, also I want this gradient background to have animation. So animation, like I said, animation asks for 3 things. First is the animation name, let's say glow. Second, the duration, let's say 5 seconds. third is the type, let's say infinite. Okay, so I guess that's it for this. Now let's declare or define our glow animation. Okay, so for that, in order to declare the animation and any animation name, you have to use @keyframes. Okay, and then you have to specify the name of your animation, which is glow. So inside this keyframes, you are actually telling the animation that at this point what you have to do, at this point what you have to do, at this point what you have to do, like this. Okay, so let's say at 0% I want it to do something. Okay, then at 50% I want it to do something. Lastly, at 100% I want it to do something. Okay, so this is the points that you created on the animation. Okay, so now at 0% I want to change the background position. Okay, and I want to change it 0% for x-axis and 50% for y-axis. Okay, I want it to get changed halfway. 50% is halfway your animation. Okay, 0 to 50% is half, 50 to 100% is half. So at 50% I want it to change x-axis to 100 and this will be 50, and again when it reaches to the end of animation I want it to come back to its original place. Okay, like this. Now as you can see, the background is changing and it is taking 5 seconds to complete this. Let me do one thing. Let me comment out this Z index property. So now as you can see, how is this changing its color, right? Okay. Let me decomment it. All right, now I want to change, like the background is changing, I want the color of this text to get changed. Okay, so for that we have specified an animation text color to our div. So let's target that at keyframes. The animation name is text color, so text color. Okay, now inside this, like we did previously, we have to tell the animation what do you have to do at 0%, at 50% and at 100%. I just want to change the color, so color will be variable gradient 2. Okay, so as you can see, when the animation starts the color is blue. Okay, next, halfway of our animation I want to change it to gradient 1. So now as you can see, at 0% the color is blue, at 50% it is purple, and at 100% the color is changing back to white. But I don't want that. I want it to come to its normal position, like this. So now as you can see, we got this beautiful gradient animation. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you like this video. Please like and share and subscribe our channel. It would really help us and encourage us to bring more web related content to you. If you have any doubts related to this animation, comment down under the comment section, or you can contact me on these social media handles and I would really love to help you out. Do check out Newton School website for more information, and the source code of this video is available under the description. So keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.